Hidden inside of the new Tidefall update is the THALASSARS Ruin Rod. You may have heard about it by now, but in today's video, I will walk you through exactly how to obtain it, and at the end, I will showcase all of its OP abilities and stats. Enough yap, let's get straight into it. So to start off, you want to head over to the Tidefall entrance. You will need super flippers and advanced diving gear, and either a hyper bike or a tide breaker. I recommend using the hyper bike if you have one, as it can reset your pressure bar when you are swimming. So basically, you want to jump in here. So once you're in Tidefall, you're going to go up to the first submarine. And when you go through this hole right here, instead of going all the way down, you're going to stop and you're going to look to your left. You will see a little area right there. Using Hyperbike to reset my pressure bar, I will use my tide breaker to go ahead and swim into this hole and then go through the secret path. After you've gone through the path, you can come up here. And here we are in the THALASSARS secret room. Now here you will see a ton of pedestals, each one requiring a different item. As you can see, there are 9 different pedestals, and the first one will require a sunken enchant relic. The next 2 are both cosmic relics, and then the last 3 are all exalted relics. So you will need 1 sunken enchant relic, 2 cosmic enchant relics, and 3 exalted relics. On top of all that, you will need to obtain 3 new essences from Tidefall. You will need Tide Essence, Requi Essence, and Thalas Essence. And finally, you will need to obtain the Trident Rod in order to get the Thalassa's Ruin. To get the Sunken Relic, just use Sunken Rod inside of the depths. Now, as for the Exalted and Cosmic Relics, you want to go trade them or just check out your daily shop and see if they are in stock. If you want to trade for them, the links for the official Fish Discord and my community Discord will be in the description below, so make sure you check it out. And finally, for the 3 essences, let's head over to Tidefall. So here we are in Tidefall, and on the right, you want to come over to the merchant selling the rod and the super flippers. Basically, here you can find the dripstone collapse totem for 35 million. Quite pricey, but you will need it to obtain the essence. So when you take it out and pop it, you'll be notified of a dripstone collapse event. If you go ahead and look in chat in the event section, you can see dripstone collapse has begun in Tidefall. Over here, it will let you know which location of Tidefall it is available in. So for me, it is the main area called Tidefall. If you head over to your location, you will see these highlighted rocks. And once you come over to it, all you want to do is pull out your pickaxe from the Northern Expedition. And you want to go ahead and mine these. You will notice a sound effect and a small animation which lets you know you are actually mining the rock. And as you can see, I have received a Tide Essence. Once you mine it, you will get either one of the 3 essences or just a rock. I will recommend doing this in a private server as others can steal the rocks from you, so be careful. I have received the Thalas Essence, and if you were on yesterday for the update, you will know that these rocks were bugged and they weren't spawning correctly. But just so you know, they did fix that recently. So once you have mined all of the rocks and gotten all 3 essences, we can go ahead and go back to the Thalassa's secret room. So here we are back in the room, and I will now go ahead and start placing all of the ingredients. I already placed the sunken enchant relic, so let's move on to the cosmic relics, number 1 and number 2. And then for the exalteds, I have a bunch of these, 1, 2, and 3. And then now it's time for the essences. First one being the Tide Essence, second one being the Requi Essence, and then finally the Thalas Essence. Now you will notice that nothing happens, and this is where the Trident Rod comes in. Basically, you want to take out your Trident Rod like I do right here, and then next to the door you will see a prompt pop up. Insert the Trident Rod. I'm gonna go ahead and insert it, and once you have inserted it, the gate will open. There it is, the Thalassa's Ruin Rod, costing 14.5 million. Stats are 200 lure speed, 450% luck, negative 0.2 control, negative 75 resilience, and infinite max kg. Now, the stats may make you think that the rod is garbage, but wait till you see the passives on it. So here I am back at Moosewood, where we will go ahead and test out the new rod. So if you come over here and fish, as you can see, it has a custom animation. And when you fish, the first thing you will notice is that it has slashes, just like the Trident rod, as you can see. They're pretty consistent and definitely better than Trident rod. And right there, we can see the next passive, Ocean's Ruin. This rod has a 30% chance for the Ocean's Ruin mutation, which is a 10.2x, making it a really good money rod. We also have negative 25 progress speed, which I forgot to mention earlier. Finally, the best passive on this rod is every 60 seconds, the player gains a fish with the Forgotten mutation. Forgotten is a 2x multiplier, so the passive isn't working, but anyways, that's it for the rod. Those are all the stats and the passives. So in terms of enchantments, I think I'm going to get Herculean for the control, and then for the resilience, I don't think we need to do anything. The slashes are pretty consistent. We don't need anything on resilience. Let's go do some gambling here with enchantments. Herculean, first try, baby. Nope. Second try? Nope. Third try? Nope.
3 days later.
After like 10-inch exalted relics. Now with Herculean on it, it should be a pretty good control, right? Look at that. It's way better now. We have decent control, good slashing. I'm going to be using this rod a lot. Look at the slashing on this thing. It's better than Rage. That's crazy. Overall, I think this rod is one of the new best rods in the game. Definitely worth sacrificing the trident rod for. But anyways, that's it for the video. I will be posting a part 2 to my full guide for the Titanfall update tomorrow, which will include the new craftable rod as well as the new enhancement altar. Stay tuned for that and make sure you subscribe. But anyways, I will see you in the next one.